were mobilized back in May of 2008 in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. We were sent to Camp Buehring, Kuwait. And from Camp Buehring, Kuwait, we were flown by Chinooks in several different chocks to Camp Bucca, Iraq. Now, Camp Bucca is a huge detainee base. As the headquarters company, we had several different missions, detainee ops being the first mission, base security, coin operations, which is counterinsurgency, and then along with the 887 Squadron Air Force security teams, we did civil affairs operations outside the base in the towns. And what you would do is you'd go into people's homes and you basically would see what their needs are. What can we do to help you? One day in particular that's just going to always stay in my mind was 22 November 2008. I was lucky and fortunate enough to go out with the 887 doing their civil affair missions. I don't know why they picked this particular house, but we rolled up, exited our vehicles, knocked on the door, and we were met by the elder of the house. He invited everybody inside his house, and immediately they always offer you chai tea, so the youngest, the children, go and make the tea for you. The houses are made of cinder blocks that are just stacked. The walls are coated with concrete. There's no furniture in these houses. It's just several different rugs that are just kind of laid on the floor. Now these rugs are old, they're tattered. There's pillows laying on the floor, and I could see it like it was yesterday. The electrical cable that runs through the house, it looks like somebody took a can of silly string and just shot it across the room. There was no rhyme or reason to where these cables went, but that was their electrical system. Electricity in this area doesn't run all day. It runs maybe half the day, and there's still lanterns that are affixed to the walls, so they use lanterns by night. And that's probably the standard for that area. So the tea is done, the children come out, we're sitting down on this rug, and the interpreter starts asking the elder of the house what we can do to help you, what things you might need. And the elder says that he needs a new leg. Well, he had a prosthetic leg, and he proceeds to take his leg off and show it to the interpreter. And the entire bottom of the foot area is just completely worn out. And he's wearing several pairs of socks as a cheap way to fix this. So while this conversation's going on between the interpreter and the elder, I'm kind of zoning out, looking at this house. Now, back in New Jersey, where I'm from, my wife is remodeling our house. So I'm getting the best appliances, the best tile, new fixtures, everything's brand new, and I'm sitting there on the carpet thinking how fortunate I am to have all these great things, and these people are living in the Stone Ages. So as the interpreter is talking to the elder, the conversation stops abruptly because the elder has seen me kind of gazing around and looking at his house, and he says to the interpreter, "Ask the first sergeant, he doesn't like my house." It was a long, uncomfortable pause because I didn't know how to respond. And of course I said I liked his house and I appreciated his hospitality and for the tea. But that stuck with me for such a long time. Here it is, 2008, and people are still living like this, and how lucky we are as Americans, and how often we as Americans complain about wanting more. It really hits home how lucky, how fortunate we are to be born here in America. I'll never forget that day.